all your life. University, manifesting all your dreams. We're paralyzed, your land is home. Writing contracts on your own. Protect your loved ones every day. Knowledge goes a long, long way. University for me. University for me.
Oh, are we live? Are we already live? Hi. Yes, 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 yes. UNA. Welcome to your paradise, the place you long for all your life. Yours truly, Diva Lyri in the house, representing for UNARepublic, UNA University. Let's go. Welcome. All right. I was caught trying to find my TikTok peoples. Yes, 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 yes. UNA. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. All right. Yours truly, Diva Lyri in the house, representing for UNARepublic, UNA University. We got a wonderful session for you tonight. Hello. All right. Tonight, we're talking about your brother. Your brother, ladies and gentlemen. Women. The topic tonight. Women, stop trying to fight men. Stop trying to fight the man. He is your reflection. You're fighting you. Women, stop trying to fight the man. He is your reflection. We're going into it tonight. I'll get a little deep here tonight. I want to welcome everybody Right. I don't know. I don't know what these computers doing out here. You're trying to, the technology all jacked up. You're trying to interfere with me telling the good peoples what's going on. It's not gonna work. Hello, Genesis and Nikita, all my people on TikTok. Welcome, all two of you. Say something if you're in the house. Say something. Hold up, let me fix my halo. All right, I'm gonna stay in my halo. Halo. All right. Let me get into this session before. All right, we back. I want to tell you all about the membership trust package. Okay, if you're interested in getting this is important in helping you walk in your sovereignty. Okay, so if you're wanting to get this, find us at UNARepublic. Okay, this comes with all your documents that you need for your trust. It comes with your membership badge, your Lodial ID. Okay, this Lodial ID has your spiritual name on it, so you can start walking in your spiritual name. Also on the back here, it has a QR code. This is going to allow you to get access to your documents once they're on record. Okay, so also it comes with an education, which is highly important, and we're going to put them on record for you. Also, don't forget about the beginner law book. This law book is highly powerful. It's got all of your maxims of law inside of it, all 200 and something. It also has your universal laws, hierarchy of laws. It has your vibratory frequency chart, and one of our newer charts that we have, the civilization cycle and the societal totem pole. You guys get this. All right, we want you to put these things up on your walls, on your mirrors, on your refrigerator, because we want you to allow these laws to become a part of you. If you're looking for that, UNAuniversity.com, UNAuniversity.com. Go get it. Let's get into this session. Women, stop fighting the man. He is your reflection. I want to give a shout out to Mama T. She was kind enough to allow me to come on her platform, and if you have not seen it, you can find that. Go and find Mama T, MAH, on YouTube. You can also find her on TikTok, but definitely the Mama T on YouTube. MAHTEA, Mama T. Find her on YouTube, and also you can find that session that we did. You can find that on our platform, UNARepublic, on YouTube. All right, the whole session in its entirety is there. It was a great session. Talking to her, and the other sister, want to give a shout out to Dr. Rev. All right, so it was a great session. I want to thank everyone who's joining us on TikTok. And I have to get back in here in order to be able to see it. Okay, good luck with that. So I'm gonna try to find this real quick. I was having a hard enough time trying to get in here. I got to get back in here. So let me see if I can get on here, TikTok, because I want to be able to give shout outs to my people on TikTok as well. I always have a hard time getting into it. That's why I was having a hard time. We came in here today, and I was still playing around with my cell phone trying to find the link. Okay, so we're good. So my people on TikTok, say something if you're in the house so that I can see you and represent for you. Today, women, stop trying to fight the man. All right, he is your reflection. So in that session that we did with Mama T, and that was last Saturday, we went over some things, and we really dove deep into, who we are as women, what the X and the Y chromosome are, and the fact that, we're not respecting the male's nature. We have been told a lot of things about who he is, and a lot of it has been lies and thinking that he's a protector and a provider and a rearer, when that's really not in his nature to do the things that we're expecting him to do. All of those things have been done by the woman in nature, in biblical times, in ancient history, and recent past history, and right now, those things are not being done by him. And then women keep expecting him to do things that are not in his nature because we haven't been paying attention to what nature truly is. Want to say welcome to Go Diego. It's great to see you. All my people on TikTok, welcome. Tay, Renee, welcome. Okay, so let's get into this and understand what we're talking about today when I say women stop trying to fight the man. He is your reflection. This is very important because I see a lot of women with such a disdain for the male because, for one, she's trying to change him, when I've always said it's important to change yourself. And let me rephrase this. All you need to do is to change yourself, not try to change him. And so when I see women saying negative, disrespectful things about the man, you have to check them. All right. And I want to make this clear that we as the matriarch are not here trying to fight our brother. That's not what this is about. This is not about trying to dominate him or hate on him or disrespect him. You just need to fix you. The problem all along has been the woman. And so I'm ready to piss the woman off right now. The one who doesn't want to be accountable. You better be mad. Because I'm ready to go straight in and give you the truth and the facts about what's really going on. So, even with our brothers, some of them, they think, oh, the matriarch, they just trying to be equal and they just trying to fight it. As I've said to you from the beginning, there is no fight. When the woman stands in her place and knows who she is, you don't have to fight. He's going to respect you for who you are. You don't have to diss him or be ugly or negative or any of that stuff. So let me get into this, because when I hear women and they come to me, and I've had this, where I've had students, my sisters in particular, and they say, men are weak and men are this and men are, and it's like, wait a minute. You got to understand that everything that you're saying about him, you are telling me who you are. And also, please don't diss him, because what you're doing is dissing yourself. He is nothing more than your reflection. So what does that mean? In relationships in particular, you get women who want to say, oh, he a low down, rotten, dirty, no good, this, that, and that. Hold on now. Because everything you say about him, you're telling me who you are. You can't tell me who or what he is without telling me who you are and what you've done in the past. You can't. So if he's a low down, rotten, dirty, this, and that, then you're telling me about who you are. And I know a lot of women like, no, what Diva, I ain't never, because I treated him good. I loved him. Okay, what did you do to the guy before him? When you call him a narcissist, you're telling me what you did in the past. You cannot tell me how dirty and narcissistic and low down and this and that he is without saying to me what you did to somebody else. What they say, for every one finger you have pointing at somebody, you got what, 3 pointing back at you? Okay. It still goes true. It still rings true. So we've got to understand, I'm going back to the universal laws. Let me pull up my universal laws chart. Okay. These laws are very real. Universal laws. He is only reflecting you. So anything that you can say that's negative or disrespectful about him, you have said it about yourself. And this is why when you're speaking, women, you've got to be cognizant of what you're saying. All right? Because I'm going to get into that, how powerful your words are. Because women are not recognizing the fact that when you are saying all of these negative things out of your mouth, you are writing a contract. When you say things out of your mouth, you are writing a contract. Let me say it again because somebody in the back of the room didn't hear me. When you say things out of your mouth, you are writing a contract that the universe has to return to you by law. So when you come out your mouth talking about he's a negative, this, what you've done is written a contract because the universe is going to bring it to you again. Y'all not getting that. You're not understanding and respecting how, again, the universe works. Law of compensation, one of my favorites. You got to recognize that when you speak out of your mouth, the universe is going to compensate you what you speak. You've put out an energy, and the universe has to return that to you. And we know with the universe how she works. It's not a one-to-one. If you put one of something out, she's sending you 10 back. So this is why you want to, this is another reason why you want to be cognizant and careful about the words that you're speaking about anybody, especially the one who you was just with. Stop trying to fight him. He is your reflection. What we need to be doing is sitting back and wondering, okay, how did I get with him? And how do I make sure I don't allow that to happen again? If you want to say something, sit down and write what you care to see in your next relationship. Don't write about how terrible he was. Write about how wonderful the future is going to be. Let me say it again. People in the back of the room, don't write about how terrible the past was. Write about how wonderful the future is. Why? Because once again, when you speak and when you write, see, my students know, when you have a thought, you're creating an energy. When you speak something, you've given it life. And then when you write it down, you've given it flesh. So if you're going to speak, if you're going to write, make sure it's positive, because it will show up in your future. Whether you want it to or not, whether you know it is or not, it's going to show up in your future. So if you're writing something, make sure you're writing it about how wonderful the future is going to be. If you're speaking about something, make sure you're speaking about how wonderful the future or the next one, whoever you with, is going to be, whether it be man or woman. I hope we're understanding this. And by the way, if you have any comments, please leave it in the comments section. Tay says, wake us up. Thank you, Tay. Working on it. Low key, welcome. We're talking about what happens when you put out a negative energy. All right. I want to go into this because one of the things people tend to not recognize is that the people who you're seeing in this dimension, this is not your first time seeing them. All right. So I got to go back a little bit and speak about who we are as spiritual entities and understand other lives, past lives that we don't understand. Nobody has talked to us about them. All right. So when you, whether it be your mother or your brother or your sister or whomever it is, especially your relatives, this is not your first time seeing them. They were with you before in other times. And this goes for really anybody who's showing up. They're not your first time seeing them. So how they react to you is going to have to do with how you work with them in the past. I've told y'all several times when I talk about melanated people and albion people, especially in the Americas, that we are spiritual entities that keep coming back in here, interacting with each other based on how we interacted before. So when you see albions being disrespectful or hateful or whatever their energy is that they have towards melanated people, and the N-word, 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 this and that. It has to do with the previous time and the fact that they were slaves coming in here first, brought in by people known as Moors. All right. And so if you're not understanding that, then you don't get this dynamic that's going on in this land with melanated people and Albion people. You don't get the dynamic because to you it's just racism and the white supremacy and you're not getting it. Because as we see now, it's shifting. We are in a shift, right in the midst of it. Melanated people, they're getting power back. Women getting power back. And if you're not seeing it, I'm here to wake you up, as Tay Renee said. I'm here to wake you up so you can get it. All right. So we're in the midst of a shift. And so it's important to understand that, because women, if you're fighting him, listen, like a lot of women, they'll hear us talking about how, the male, the Y chromosome, it is set to expire at some time. Okay. So this is something we didn't get into on that session, but that Y chromosome is set to expire. And science says this. Diva Lyri is not making this up. Y'all go read. Just do some research. Just read 3-4 articles and they tell you. But you know what they're going to say to you? They're going to say, oh, yes, the Y chromosome is supposed to expire, but it won't be until 50 billion, trillion, million, gazillion, gabillion years. And that's a lie. All right. So pay attention. When these people in this science, and some of this science, you got to dig, okay? Because some of it is put out and it's paid for. It's paid for. And then some of it is the real stuff, but you got to dig, and then you got to vet it with different sources to see which one is the real source. Now, they're going to tell you is all these millions, billions, quadrillion, billion years before it happens, but that is not the truth. All right. And anytime you hear them talking like that and they telling you years and years and quadrillions, they lying. They're lying. Even when they talk about this was dated back a billion, trillion, they lying. Okay. So listen up. It will happen the moment women awaken. It will, that Y chromosome, it will start to become extinct the moment women awaken. But I need this to be made clear. He is not the vessel. My brother, you are a spiritual entity. Even when the vessel expires, you still live on. Let's be clear about this. Even when the vessel expires, you, the spiritual entity, continues from now until. And so what you've got to recognize is that as a spiritual entity, he's going to get another vessel. And you don't know what it's going to be. The vessel that he takes part in his next reincarnation, should he decide, it could be a male, a female, it could be a bird, it could be a donkey. We don't know what it's going to be. But you're going to see it again. That I know. You will see that spiritual entity again. In what form, we don't know. But what I do know is, if you treat it with disrespect and malintent in this dimension, you're going to see it again, and it's going to be roles reversed. It's going to be roles reversed. So remember, I just said this. Whatever energy you put out, the universe is going to send it back to you by law. So make sure that when you put it out, it's love. Because we want love back many times over. Yes, ma'am, we do. then make sure you show him love always. Make sure you show him respect always. Even in here, even in your mind, find a way to forgive him and be grateful for whatever it is he brought to your life, because he had to bring something, otherwise you wouldn't have let him in your bed. Find a way to love and respect him, because you're going to see him again. Even if the Y chromosome doesn't exist tomorrow, you're going to see him again, because he's a spiritual entity. He's not that vessel. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Somebody put it like this in this session I saw a long time ago. He said the lion and the gazelle are on the same vibratory frequency. The lion that's chasing the gazelle are on the same vibratory frequency. What does that mean? Well, what it means is that today you see a lion chasing what we see as a gazelle, but really these are two spiritual entities that are constantly coming back and reincarnating in this dimension in different vessels. Well, today the lion was chasing the gazelle. Tomorrow these spiritual entities will be in different vessels. They might not even recognize that they saw each other at another time, but the energy is going to be there. And whatever that gazelle is in this time, well, the gazelle is now going to be chasing the lion that's going to be helpless. I hope y'all are understanding what I'm saying. Nikita says, we are seeing the Y chromosome expire with the B2 movement as we speak, the male lioness epidemic being talked about, etc. Okay. As I said, the woman is regaining power. You all might just see it as, in certain specters, like Nikita's talking about how the lionesses are having their own epidemic with the male. Okay. You're seeing it in sports. You're seeing it in business. You're seeing it all over the place in politics. You're seeing it. So the woman is, again, regaining her knowledge of self. And that's when the Y chromosome is really going to have its own issues. But a woman, once again, as I say to you, please don't think that it's okay to be disrespectful to him. It's not. And if you give him that energy, he's going to find you. Whether it be in this lifetime or another lifetime, he's going to find you. And when that energy comes back upon you, Lord help you. God help you. Universe help you. Or maybe you can just help yourself right now by not fighting and standing in your position as who you are. The next thing I want to get on is how you don't need to put your brother down to uplift yourself. I've seen this too much where, and it doesn't matter. It's not just with women and men or men and women, melanated, albion. People think that in order to uplift themselves, they have to talk negative or talk down about somebody else. And we need to come out of that. And one of the things that we as sovereigns do is we want to check ourselves first. Because I want to be so busy fixing Diva Lyri that I don't have time to talk bad about anybody else. Even when I see something, I want to go, that's pretty. And then I want to check myself. Wait a minute, I want to make sure I don't do that kind of stuff that I see over here. Now, I don't have anything bad to say, but I'm checking me first. Do I do that kind of thing? Because if I do, I need to make sure I don't fall into that kind of energy. So when it comes to especially somebody whom you've been in a relationship with, or even if, even if it's just somebody at your job, who does this, and this. I need you to understand that they are your reflections. They're your reflection. It's not just for people who you have a relationship with, but everybody in your third dimension is nothing more than a reflection. So before you get high and mighty and start wanting to diss them, check self. Check yourself always. Be so busy about making sure that you are righteous that you don't have time to be disrespectful, hateful, and ugly to somebody else. Check yourself first. As I've said, and I'm going to say this again, especially for women. We want to be so quick to jump on him and hate on him and be negative and he's this and that and that. And then we don't ever look at our own energies. Because if he's in your life, if he's in your bed, then the problem is you. How'd you find him? How'd you pull him in? Before you want to call him a name, don't call him a name. Check yourself. How did I end up with that? And how do I make sure I don't do it again? Let me write down how beautiful my future is about to look. Let me write it down. Let me give it flesh. Because if you're not doing that, then you're the problem, not him. I want to get into how to love. Thank you, Genesis. Genesis said, thank you for this knowledge. I appreciate it, Genesis. The Spirit's told me I need to speak on this because I see it too much. Hey, Danielle, thank you. Danielle, or Danny. Hey, Danny, thank you for the love. All right. Let me make sure just in case I missed something. Okay. I want to get into love and what it is, and then I'm going to get out of here. If y'all have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section. I want to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here with us today. All right. Love. I need to get into this because, we have this misconception about what love is. So you'll hear people say, well, love is suffering, and love is giving in of yourself, and love is, and all of that is a lie. That's not what love is. Love is not ride or die. He mine. And love is allowing something to be as long as it does not disrupt your space. Allowing it to be what it is as long as it's not disruptive in your space. What does that mean? What does that look like? I'm going to be honest with you. Love is I don't give a F. My women who really understand and have been through it, and they've gotten to the point they're like, I don't give a damn. They know that's when they find love. That's when they found love, when they're just like, I don't care, whatever. Love is not trying to hold on or manipulate or change it or rearrange it or restructure. Love, what it is. And I'm going to love it until it gets to the point where it's disrupting my space. Then I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to love it from afar. That's love. Love is not trying to allowing somebody to be disrespectful and hurtful to you and say negative. That's not love. When you love yourself, you don't let those things in your life. So when it comes to loving something else, you love it for what it is. I see what this thing is. I'm going to love it. And then when it gets on my nerves, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to love it from afar. And you love yourself so much that you won't allow this other thing outside of you to disrupt what's going on within you. That's love. It's simple. People want to make it out to be something that is not. Or love is you let him rob you and take all your money, and then that's just love. Or love is where he just say something sometimes, and no, Love is, I see what it is, I respect it, and when it disrupts my peace, it's got to go. That's it. If I have any comments or questions, I want you to let me know. Any disagreements, I'm listening. I want to thank y'all for joining. Don't forget, we've got UNA University starting on the 14th of July. If you're interested in being in our summer season 2025, we want you to join us. We've got wonderful, wonderful sessions this season, and we want you to go to UNA University and see what they are. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull them up for you right now. Right now, let's take a look at it. Let me see if I can pull this down here. And let's take a look at what. Give me 1 second, Savvy. All right, we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at what we have this season. All right, so let's put this up on the screen, Savvy. And if anybody has any comments or questions, I want you to leave your comment in the comment section. This is UNAUniversity.com. All right, so make sure you check us out here at UNAUniversity.com. And of course, you know, we've got Back to Basics as always. But this season, we've got application of universal laws. Okay, application of universal laws. Let me see if I can make that just a little bit bigger. Okay, so application of universal laws this season, and in this course we're going to be going through the universal laws, which one of which I spoke about today, and the importance of them. Listen, anything that we do, anything in this dimension, it starts with spiritual side, and the universal laws with the spiritual side and help you really understand how to walk in this third dimension. So we're going through it this season. We're really talking about the universal laws and actually applying them to your life. Applying them, not just talking about, you know, people, well, you know, I know the universal laws, I know what they are, but do you apply them? Don't just tell me, oh yeah, I know this one in the name of this one, but applying them, that's important. So we're going through it this season. Once again, starting July 4th, this is going to be our Monday session. We have also our Wednesday sessions, estate management. In this session, we're going to really go deep into establishing your estate, whether it be your business, it be for your child, your car, whatever it is, even your nation. All right, we're going to establish that. We're going into making sure that you've got your trust down for it, how you get your EINs, making sure your EIN is outside of the jurisdiction of the U.S. corporation, understanding how to set it up, how to work it, how to get the bank account, how to open up all, whatever it is concerning your estate. We're going into it, even how, if you want to establish credit for it, if you decide to do that. So we're going deep into it in this class, and this is going to be our Wednesday class, which is on the 16th. But when you come in the session, you're getting both classes, the 14th and the Monday and the Wednesday class for both of those. So we're inviting you to come in, and here's the law book for those of you who want it. Okay, so we're going in this session, and you can also see some of our testimonials when you come to the UNA University page. Thank you, Savvy. So if I have any questions, Roxy says, greetings. Hello, Roxy. Welcome. Want to welcome my people on TikTok. I want you guys to like and share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Thank all 2 of you all who are viewing today. I want to thank y'all for joining. Make sure you like and share. And subscribe, please. My people on TikTok, please follow. Okay, so I've gone into, again, my sisters, women, stop trying to fight the man. All right, stop trying to go into, oh, we equal. There is no fight. There is no equality. When you stand in your place, all respect must be paid to you. Just stand. That's it. You don't have to tell him you need to change this and you need to. See, that's the problem. Once again, I want you to get so deep into fixing you that you don't have time to diss him. He's not even going to be your concern anymore. Because when you start fixing you, the right people are going to show up. The right people. Remember, he's in your past. Don't write about your past. Don't speak about your past. Don't keep bringing your past up into your future. Let the past stay over there in the past and write into your future how beautiful, how wonderful it's going to be. Remember that. You are the one with the power. You are. And this goes to my brothers too. It's for everybody. You are the one with the power, so speak it into existence, because when you keep speaking about things that you don't like, they have to show up by law in your future. Only speak about what you care to see, and that's what's going to show up, all right? I want y'all to know I love you. I thank you. Nikita, Roxy, Genesis, thank you. Go Diego, thank you. All my people in TikTok, I want y'all to know I love you. Hey, Danny, you the greatest. All right, we're going to see you guys on next week. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to be on vacation. Going to Aruba. All right, so I'll be on vacation next week, but we're going to have sessions going up all throughout the week, so make sure you all stay tuned, like and share, click that button to be notified, and we're going to see you all the next time I come back. I love you. I'm out. Diva Lyri. Give me a hug. Where my music at? Hold on. Give me a hug. I love you. Bye.